Hi, my name is Fred Armisen. I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened to me in junior high school. When I was in junior high school, I was in this English class, Mrs. Cypher's English class. I guess I might have been 8th grade or so, and I had we had an assignment we had to do. And the assignment, it's a written assignment, was what would you do if it was your last day on Earth? You had one more day to live. And the people around me, I could see, were kind of trying to do stories about visiting their family, and they'd say goodbye to their, grandparents and stuff, and it just filled me with rage. I just thought, what? That's what you do with your last moments? That's terrible. That's so boring. You should do something exciting for your last day. So I wrote this paper that I would destroy everything. I would go down whatever main street was in Valley Stream where I grew up, and I would smash in store windows. I'd light everything on fire. And I really loved this paper. I was like, that's how you do it, last day on Earth, just complete destruction. And then the next day, I got the paper back, and written on it was, instead of, a grade, there was like a question mark and "see me." Mrs. Cypher was not impressed at all, and then she sent me to the school psychologist. So I had to be alone with the school psychologist, Mr. Tucker, and I spent the day taking tests. I spent the day, and it was just these written things that were like, do you feel a tight band wrapped around your head? No. Do you seem to see animals or hear animals that other people don't seem to see? No. And it was just all these questions, and so it was a real drag. And then one day, on the radio in New York, I had an interview with John Waters and Divine. I heard this guy, and I was like, who is this guy? You know John Waters, the director, right? He was talking about shocking the audience and how he just wanted to get a reaction from people. I thought he was fascinating. And he mentioned his book, Shock Value, and I went to the bookstore in the mall in Green Acres. It's really weird when you're that age. There are just some things that you have to do. At the time, it's one of the only books I ever read, Shock Value, and it opened with the line, if someone throws up or vomits at one of my movies, I consider it a standing ovation. He mentioned in the book that whenever he comes to New York, he stays with Cookie Mueller. In the phone book, in the white pages, I was like, aha, okay, Manhattan white pages. I looked up Cookie Mueller, and there she was. So I called her and talked to her a little bit, and then I gave her my address. I said, I just want to meet John Waters. Can you give me his address? Then I wrote to John Waters, and he wrote me back. He wrote me this postcard that immediately, I was a stranger. He was already giving me advice. He was like, don't be shocking for shocking's sake. Make sure to have a point. And we just kept in touch, being pen pals for a long time. He just became a kind of sort of beacon of hope throughout my life, and we've become friends since. But he really, in a way, saved my life. I wasn't suicidal. I don't mean it like that. I mean, he gave me the path that I went to go on. It was very kind of him. He didn't have to do that. He could have just sent me an autographed picture or nothing. And here he was, just making me feel not like a freak, whereas at school they did. The end. Do you need like a signature or something, or are you good, right?
We're good.
In the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, hey, you're the mom?
Where does your allegiance lie? Slay, fly, play. What was supposed to be a routine CIA mission to end terrorism in America turned into a quagmire of deception. Now they have one chance to save America and lesser countries. America, number one. Dum, dum, dum.